on to Velvet Sparkle in the building.
My Tuesdays is always good.
I'm
glad that the summertime said y'all thought I was finished. Like, they was like, yo, it's
Hold up, wait a minute.
They ain't finished. That's it. It was 82 degrees in the second week almost of October.
Yeah.
Hold on as long as you can, October, because I'm voting for you.
Yeah.
All right, so what we got coming up?
We got the good news, bad news.
We got some good news, bad news?
Yeah. I was waiting for the Sizzle to be like, yeah, we about to do the good news, bad news. All right, y'all ready for some bad news? Everybody ready for bad news? Bad
here
news.
we go.
As we all know, millions of Americans watched and listened closely as Americans made a choice. This came after heavily weighing opinions about another political spectacle. The United States sworn in Brett Kavanaugh. As the magnifying glass allowed Americans into the hearing room, it was evident of two great forces dominating our society, the Democrats versus the Republicans. Kavanaugh was nominated to the U.S. Court of Appeals for D.C. Circuit by the President Bush in 2003. And President Donald Trump nominated Kavanaugh to the Supreme Court on July 8, 2018, to fill the position vacated by retiring Justice Anthony Kennedy. This nomination was put on pause, interrupted, and rightfully so, by Christine Blasey Ford. Ford contacted a Washington Post tip line when Kavanaugh's name was on the short list of Supreme Court nominees with allegations that Kavanaugh has sexually assaulted her in the early 1980s while the two of them were in high school. This comes during the time of the Me Too movement against sexual harassment and violence. Ford's accusations became public knowledge after the Senate Judiciary Committee had already held hearings on Kavanaugh's nomination. Two other women also accused Kavanaugh of sexual misconduct. Kavanaugh denied all these allegations. Christine Blasey Ford at the hearing stated, "I believe he was going to rape me. I tried to yell for help." Oh my gosh. And this is now our judge.
It's hard for me to hear this.
Wow. She also said, "This is what terrified me the most and has had the most lasting impact on my life. It was hard for me to breathe, and I thought Brett was accidentally going to kill me." The Senate confirmed Kavanaugh's nomination, and this is why this made the bad news, because he was sworn in by votes of 50 to 48 on October 6, 2018. Trump took a victory lap before an enthusiastic crowd at a rally in Topeka, Kansas, on what he hailed a historic night. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Is that crazy? This is just...
We all got to take a deep breath for that one right there.
Yeah, because I think I saw it coming. I don't know anybody else saw this coming. I'm
seen it coming a mile away.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like they had their minds made up, like, as the whole,
they just had to go.
Was going on.
They just had to go through the process. They just
that
wanted y'all to see
process
it.
Right.
costs tax people's money.
Right,
Y'all going through the process while
Do
I'm paying this
you
money?
really believe that they give a flying? I need a beat button on here so I can go ahead.
So you can go ahead and say
go ahead and go in with it.
Right. Boats
Yes.
and ships are about my money paying for the. Okay. All right. So now let me give you some good
Thank
news. Here's the good news. Australia could be the first country to eradicate cervical cancer. New research reveals that Australia's free HPV vaccine program in schools has led to a dramatic decline in the future's cervical cancer rates. Within 40 years, the number of new cases is projected to drop just a few. Professor Suzanne Garland from the Royal Women's Hospital, who led the research, said that HPV virus is a sexually transmitted disease that causes 99.9% of cervical cancers. As a result, the HPV rate among women ages 18 to 24, it dropped to 22.7%. The government introduced a more advanced screening test that could eradicate cervical cancer even sooner. The University of Queensland professor Ian Fraser, and he's also the co-inventor of the vaccine, says 2/3 of the world's population of women don't get access to what Australian women do. He said, unless we do something, it will still be one of the major cancer killers in developing countries. As the country that invented this vaccine, we have an obligation to share it with the rest of the world.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Man.
So
Shout
women,
out to Australia.
yes, if you got cervical cancer, make your way to Australia. I don't know how your insurance is, but
You know,
that would be the place that I would have to be.
and I'm sure that it won't be too expensive too.
Yeah.
Knowing Australia,
It's not
they'll
the
probably
US.
make it available for everyone who actually needs it.
It's free in their schools.
See?
We don't have it free in the U.S.
No, it's going to be $1 billion
So,
over here.
Yeah, they giving it
Sad.
for free.
You're going to have to sell your kidney just to get that and then
Oh.
have another issue.
Right. So men and women
Oh, man.
carry that HPV virus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Unbelievable.
that was your good news.
Well, that was great news. I mean, that news might save a life soon.
Yeah.
You know, so that was fantastic news,
That's
man.
awesome.
No doubt, no doubt. So I don't want y'all to go anywhere. That was good. Okay, that was good news and bad news. I like that spark.
Oh, my
No doubt, no
journalistic.
doubt. I know. I appreciate that because that legitimizes us. That was important for me to have. So we do research here. Wait till you hear the sizzle. I don't want y'all going nowhere. This your boy Chuck Gregory, the beautiful
Lauren Sizzle.
and the beautiful
Classy Lady Sparkle.
Lady S. What we got coming up next?
Next, we got Lil Wayne, Mona Lisa, featuring Kendrick Lamar.
We'll be right back after this, y'all. Holla.
I got a story to tell, you know that I cherish this. Hope it ain't too many feelings involved. I see this in this stunting